Welcome to the second episode of the Smash Men's playthrough of Metal Gear Ground Zeroes.
Like, there's the deja vu. Like, there you get some cassette tapes from that.
Because I saw, look, you got a challenge.
Boss, we've been in touch with Amanda. We had her listen to Chico's call for help. She agrees with us. She said, I know my brother and I know when he's lying. She also had a message for you. I'm ready for the worst.
I think he was the only one. I don't see another exclamation. Yeah. But for doing Deja Vu and getting the certain what do you get for beating Deja Vu just straight up?
Like you saw earlier before we started how I was playing as Gray Fox.
Yeah.
That's what I got for beating on the hard. Well, like after you do the mission, I don't know if this is how it is on Xbox, but on PS4, I had to take a Metal Gear Solid 1 quiz of like my information on Metal Gear Solid 1.
Oh yeah?
And I did it on normal, and on normal, I don't know what you get, but I know that once you do it on there, you get Gray Fox and all that. But on the normal, I missed one of the questions on the quiz, so it said if you ever played Metal Gear Solid 1, it's like there's no retries or whatever.
Yeah.
So
what are is that one of the questions?
No. One of the question that I missed is what was Solid Snake before, and I thought it was a trapper because Alaskan horse right, dog right, whatever.
Yeah.
Was in an option, which that's what he was.
So what was the thing?
It was like I looked it up online. It was like a must cat or something weird.
Huh. I want you to end up head first in the ocean.
And whenever I'm going down here, there's no mines like in the other one.
Yeah.
So I don't think it is. Night vision's pretty useful for finding that stuff.
Rat? What's the use of like the rats and stuff?
You can kill them, and it's a challenge. It's like I think it is. I know that on some of them it's like the quickest extermination of rodents or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Like in each side up has its own trial mission, which is like that, like fastest marking of all enemies. Like in one that I did in Deja Vu was fastest of unlocking all locked doors.
That's fine if he has some intel, I guess.
Wasn't it like 80 minutes?
So
yeah, it was like 89 minutes because I didn't know the I wasn't running around trying to lock him. I was just doing the mission.
So you're gonna rescue all of them?
Yeah, well, normally when you get Chico out, these two right here specifically, are yelling, like, hey, get me out too, you know?
So that would alert the guards?
Well, there's no guards there.
But I mean, if there were, it would, right?
I would assume. I've never had them there.
Yeah, you took all of them out before that.
Yeah. But they just make no... I wanted to see if it was going to be any different without them being there.
Right. Which you probably would. I don't know why it wouldn't be, but...
You never know.
Might be a glitch where their voices are there, but they aren't. It'd be pretty funny. Who's yelling at me right now?
Good job,
So, Brady, what's the biggest change that you notice from other Metal Gear Solid games? Just the first... Doesn't matter, like, what, comes to mind that you think is the biggest change. Just what do you first notice?
Sprint.
Definitely. For you.
Yeah. And you can dive instead of roll.
Yeah. That's cool.
But, to be honest, like, I've seen gameplay of this before I even played it, like, all of that long time ago. The first big thing that I really noticed that was different was that there was no map. And, like, in old Metal Gears, there's pretty much a map. Like, even the old ones, like Metal Gear Solid 2, for instance, Sons of Liberty.
Yeah. Did one have one?
Like, yeah, you had to find a little area and activate it first. Like, there wasn't always just a map there.
Yeah.
And in Metal Gear Solid 4, you'd have your solid eye on for the map to show up.
Oh, I remember that.
Just there.
It was, yeah, I remember that. And I remember specifically you following that one guy.
That's fine if he has some intel, I guess.
I remember you following that one guy that was, disguised as a PMC through London, was it?
Yeah. And I was using that radio.
Yeah, whenever I think of Metal Gear Solid 4, that's the mission I think of, personally.
I hate that game.
Why?
I just do.
It's so long.
I mean, just like following the dude around is just so boring.
I'm glad you're massaging this dude's shoulder with your elbow.
If I turn on my night vision goggles, you see my arm go through it.
Yeah, I know. I saw it with him on.
So now that they're all there. Oh, and another good thing about extracting those guys is normally Kaz will call you afterwards and say, the guy had some info, and then he'll like tell you something. Like I found one of the XOF patches.
Yeah.
Speaking of XOF patches, they're not going to show up because I have them.
Because you already picked all.
But there's one right around this area right here.
Yeah, right by the door. Is it like? Yeah. It's just. Can you tell that they tried to hide it in a place where you wouldn't be able to find it?
Yeah, like I'll do my best to show you some.
Is it just in a place where it's like really out of the way, or is it just somewhere where it's just hiding in plain sight? Or is it?
It's mostly hiding in plain sight. And if you're gonna look for them, use your night vision goggles because they glow. But you don't know that they're there until you're right on top of it. Like the little circle thing comes up like with the guns.
Yeah.
It's me.
Did you hear the scraping?
Yeah, right there I did.
You'll see what we're talking about here in a second.
Keep it down.
Why is he fighting it?
See, that was different.
Yeah.
The
that
guards
was
weren't yelling. There was a jeep that went by. Or not the guards, but the POWs.
Yeah.
If you haven't caught on, you're obviously doing that, so he stops yelling.
Yeah. Of course. But why is he fighting you? Just for maybe
I
some.
don't know. Probably doesn't know who you are.
Yeah.
I mean, he knows who Snake is, obviously, but I don't know.
Chico.
Head pot.
Not here.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Is Chico able to walk?
Hold on.
Where that black spot is, has a little thing in his chest.
Not gonna happen.
You'll have to carry him out there. Okay, boss, change your plans.
So-
Haul Chico over to the rendezvous point.
What? Did they lock his ankles in place?
Yeah, like they had those bolts in there.
Yeah, they put a nut and bolt through his Achilles.
Oh.
I marked the arm.
Oh, terrible.
And another thing is, I have an app on my phone, and it's really useful. It's just called Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes. But it's a little second screen. Like, I can have the map up at all times on there. It's like practically my little map. My mini-map thing. And
really cool.
you can have a heat map, so it's almost like a cheat. Like, you know where everybody is.
Oh yeah.
Like, it doesn't show their literal positions, but... And since I'm getting all these POWs out, it's easy if I just get this dude out first, or out last. Because once I put him in the helicopter, goes away.
Chico, where's Paz?
She's dead.
When was this recorded?
She's dead.
What a time frame.
Okay. So do we know like exactly when this mission was happening? Like a date, like a dead-on date, or is it just a general time frame?
Yeah, there's a date. I forgot what it was, but
It's on all of Chico's tapes when stuff's recorded.
yeah. And when you start off, it says like whatever. It says like the time frame.
Yeah.
So it's at least past March 15th. That's when the game came out. It probably is March 18th.
I see what they did there.
Assassin's Creed 3 did the same thing.
Oh, I'm sure.
I don't know if you ever... When you're in the van or whatever, it says, like... I forgot what day it came out. It was, like, December 30th or something like that. No, I think it was in October. I don't remember. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm, like, the only one that liked that game anyway.
The only one that liked 3.
Yeah. Like, all the reviews online and stuff said it was a bad game. I'm sure it had bad controls and stuff. I just really liked the story.
Yeah.
I like the setting, too. It was different than Ezio.
Alright, so we're closing in on 10 minutes, and this is going to be the second episode of the Smashman playthrough of Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes. We hope you enjoyed it. Hope we will see you next time.